All right, welcome back, everybody. After a long vacation, the book club is back in
Just
business.
get it. Just get
We're
it.
back.
Sam's back from his 2 week long hiatus.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
sometimes I gotta go places, see things,
Yeah,
meet
I
new
mean,
people.
me and Scotty we've been here all lonely,
Must be nice to still be in school. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's nice to
True.
not have a job, to be honest.
but well, we're glad you had fun. We're glad you're safe, Sam.
Yeah, got a
Um,
nice burn, not a tan, 'cause just don't ever tan.
White boy probs.
True.
So, all right, after a long hiatus, let's get back into it. Let's talk some sports. Bengals first preseason game last night. Wasn't too upset with the way the first team played. We played without a lot of starters, per usual.
Yeah. Preseason you got to take with a grain of salt, though.
Yeah, it's
Not much.
it's all the scrubs out there just headhunting each other. So trying to look good.
Yeah. Did you guys watch any?
Scott-
Did you guys watch any of the Raiders game with Nathan Peterman looking like Michael Vick?
Bro, I
No,
thought-
but once the
Isn't Nathan Peterman the dude
What?
that had like all interceptions last season?
Yeah, he threw 5 interceptions in the first half against the Chargers last year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He's now the backup.
I mean-
He's now the backup for the Raiders.
once the games actually matter, he'll suck again. So I'm not even.
Oh, I
worried
know.
about it.
He had like a 55-yard scramble
Damn.
yesterday in the preseason game the other day. It was
Yeah,
really
he's
funny.
got some wheels. Like he's pretty
Yeah,
athletic.
yeah, he is. He just
Maybe he should go
terrible
play
decision
soccer or
making.
something.
Yeah, terrible decision making.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, okay. Anyway, get the fuck out. So, back to sports. Antonio Brown, dude. What is going on? This man has so much CTE in his brain. He can't make good decisions.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
was
that's
really,
why he
really
needs
dumb.
a better helmet, dude.
Yep, I
Exactly.
agree.
What is
Yeah,
this
he's
dude
got-
doing?
I'm like, doesn't everybody get the same helmet?
No, I mean, actually,
I mean, they're a little different, but like, it's not like it's a crappy helmet.
No. So let's.
There's
let's
a ton of
give you a
helmets
little
in
base of
the-
what's going on.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Okay,
Scotty,
so
what's going on?
basically, Antonio Brown wears this 10-year-old shoot, like literally like generic ass looking helmet that he's been wearing for his whole career, and he doesn't want to wear the new ones. You know, he thinks they protrude out and they block his vision or something. He's got some sort of conspiracy. But basically, the NFL won't let you wear helmets that aren't like approved by this like safety committee that like, you know how like every year in high school or whatever they'll send your helmet out and it has to be certified every year. They got to test it. It's got to pass certain requirements. So he's and he's just like, no, I'm not playing unless I get to play with my old ass helmet. And so he's like suing the NFL. So that's going on.
Right.
So he's currently he's not even like ever at training camp or being a part of the Raiders organization right now, mainly due to that. Also his frostbite because he's an idiot and went into a crypto chamber without footwear. So
Dude, go in on this man.
yeah,
I'll tell you
it's a shit show, man. Raiders fans can't be happy. It's probably just to drum up publicity for Hard Knocks, but
Dude,
who knows, man.
the NFL can't win, right? So they hide all this brain injury stuff for years. And now they're finally being proactive. Not proactive, but they're finally being reactive about it.
They're like, hey, man, you
And-
can't play with a leather helmet. You got to use a newer one.
Right.
And he's
And-
like, no, dude, I'm not
So,
doing that.
so AD says, if I can't sue you now, I'm going to sue you later, right? Or
Yeah.
sue you later, I'm going to sue you now. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, well. Oh, my gosh. I mean, Steelers fans got to be hyped to get rid
Oh,
of him.
absolutely.
Yeah,
This
for
is a
sure. He's so
criminal
much
enough
drama,
fight.
dude.
He's so
Yeah,
lucky
it's
to
a shit
be
show.
in the situation he's in. Like, granted, he's worked his ass off probably to get to where he's at.
Yeah, I mean,
But good
he's
lord.
athletic as shit, dude.
I mean, Gruden's head's probably about to explode.
Absolutely.
He's probably
I
about to
don't know.
lose his mind over this. He's an old school football guy. There's no way this is cool with him.
Oh, no. Absolutely.
Yeah. Just like constantly
yeah.
bitching, dude.
I mean, I'm glad I don't have any AJ or fucking Antonio Brown issues on the Bengals.
I mean, I'm glad we're
Yeah,
not playing
that'd
him
be
twice.
bad.
I'm glad we're not playing him twice a year anymore, too. That's a
You
big
know,
Yeah,
the
one.
that's
Chargers are dealing with we're dealing with some Melvin Gordon issues, but I think that's going to get resolved. Who knows, actually? But
R.I.P. dude.
at
Yeah, that's
least
real
he's holding
sad.
out, you know, trying to get paid, not because his helmet he can't wear his helmet. That's
Yeah, that dude's just trying to get some extra, some extra
he's
spending
trying to
money.
make his money. You know, I get it, but at the same time, if reports are true that he was offered, you know, to be the fourth highest paid running back in the NFL, I think that's pretty fair. But you know, that's all speculation.
Yeah, but that'd be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, to be turning down like 10.5 mil a year as a running
So,
back, it's pretty
yeah.
pretty tough.
So sports are awesome and everything, but let's get to a little bit more of a serious note. There's been some crazy shit going down in the United States, and
Yep.
and frankly across the world, but it's since we're in the United States, we'll highlight the United States. All these shootings happening, man. What in the hell?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's nuts.
What is going on?
It's a problem.
Yep. There's a lot of dickheads in the
So
world, man.
I mean, that's just a lot of messed up people in the world.
this is going to get pretty
Yeah.
political. I feel like this is going to get kind of political,
It's gonna get
but
pretty. Yeah, it probably will. We just have differing
so
views.
yeah, we all have differing views, which is okay. We respect each other. But my thing is like a criminal is gonna commit crimes, right? I
Yeah.
mean, no
Yeah.
law is gonna prohibit a criminal from committing a crime. Might it
Yep.
make it harder? Yes. But I mean, gun control, I don't think it's the answer. I don't think it's the end all be all.
I just I don't know. I just think
Yeah.
you gotta kind of do something. Like, there's obviously a problem of some sorts. It's not
Yeah.
video games. We'll talk about that
No.
separately.
That's a
But
joke.
like, I don't know. It's like you have an issue, and like if you don't do anything to resolve it, like you're
Yeah, then
still gonna
nothing's gonna
have an
change.
issue. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
at my point, like at the point we're at now, like I don't even know what it needs to be, but it needs to be something.
Yeah.
Like
So
literally
like,
anything at all would be better than what it's at.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
So
I
like,
see. So the whole thing around gun control, like I understand that, like, you know, a big part of a lot of people's, you know, lifestyles and stuff like that. You know, they like to shoot guns. That's like their hobby. That's their thing. That's kind of what our country was founded on. I mean, that was you know very important to our founding fathers and all of that. Because for the longest time, I was like, you know, I don't really see the need for anybody to you know even own guns, but I know
Yeah.
if your government's going to have a military and they have guns, then your people have the right, you know, to have guns as well. And you know, and that was important. It's important for a lot of people. So guns are never going to just be like taken away. I mean, that's it, completely, at least. I mean, that's just never
Yeah, I
going to
mean, I would
happen.
agree. I mean, that's pretty much impossible to do. It's essentially just like that's like taking cars away. Like, there's just no
Yeah,
way you're.
it'd
There's
be like
so
going back to
many
like
out
prohibition.
there.
It's just going to be like there's going to be you just can't outlaw something that's been a thing.
Like, I don't even necessarily think that's what needs to be the case. I just think I don't know. I know I'm not like a giant gun person, so like I can't talk necessarily about it. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
mean,
any of
I
us
don't own
really
any
are.
guns.
I think
I've
Connor's the
shot
only
guns
one
a
that
few
has
times,
one.
but
I mean, I think they're cool things, but like
yeah, they're fun
in
and
my
they're
mind,
cool.
like you have like AR-15s and like all that stuff, which like I think one side of politics is misinformed on even what they are, like thinking they're fully automatic, which doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Well, it doesn't exist in a civilian type of way. Like no civilians ever
yeah,
able to have fully automatic.
no,
And so
yeah,
like
unless you have
and like
some sort
every
of really
there
illegal
are
mod or
trust me,
some sort of thing in the
there's
gun.
plenty of mods in that are like outlawed that people can get a hold of. But
yeah, it's just like drugs. I
yeah,
mean,
but
Yeah,
still the thing is like I could right now I could walk into a gun store in Louisville and walk out with like an AR-15 and a bunch of rounds. Like it wouldn't be hard for me to do. Like my background's clean. Like they're not gonna run anything
yeah,
besides a little background
so he
check.
says.
Trust me, my background's clean. I've done nothing wrong. I'm pussy. So it's like, um, it's just kind of the fact that everything. I don't even want to say the ease, but almost the ease, because like the people, like if you're really into guns, I think you'd be willing to go through a few extra steps to keep yours. And like my thing
Agreed.
too is like an AR, like a 15, like that, like you can't even use it for anything else besides the gun range.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
like
recently
you
it
can't
also kind of
hunt with it. You can't do anything. So like
Yeah, I know. It's
like
just
the
for
best
fun.
thing I've heard by
Recreation.
far is like almost like a club sort of thing where like you have one, you like automatically belong. And like you almost essentially like you go there like it's a place like any sort of club, like you go, you can chill, you make sure you check out your gun and then you can shoot
Yeah, but
it, do all that
a lot of
stuff.
people's main reason for having a gun is for home defense, and so like that wouldn't work in that sort of way.
Yeah, I don't think people are having ARs for home defense though. Like I think I would agree
No, it's a
that's
People have like
collective.
something, but like
shotguns,
a AR-15, yeah,
pistols.
like I don't think pistols should be outlawed. Like it's a
Yeah.
pistol is an acceptable gun, and like yeah, like when you have these mass shootings, like people are gonna use pistols, but that's not gonna be the main
Yeah, but
gun.
yeah, I know. Well, it's the same thing. Like you can still do a lot of damage with pistols. Like if a guy wanted to go shoot up a crowded Walmart with, 2 or 3 pistols, he could easily do so. So,
Yeah.
I mean, even if you just get rid of like rifles altogether, that doesn't eliminate really anything.
Right. So I guess like I should have prefaced this with like rest in peace. Like our thoughts are with all of the people affected with this. Like this sucks. Like I can't imagine just going to a Walmart and like with my girlfriend or whatever and like she doesn't make it out or I don't make it out. Like are you kidding me?
Yeah, that would
Like
be
Yeah,
terrible.
so
it's nuts.
all the families, they're in our thoughts. And, my biggest thing, like I used to be very right wing about this, like oh you that's your right, that's your Second Amendment right to have guns, blah 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 blah. But like, dude, it's to the point like where it's so common nowadays, like it's just sickening. Like at some point you just have to be a human being and like care about others. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people like it doesn't affect them until it happens to them and I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, especially with that one
So
being
like
so close. Like Dayton is literally an
right.
hour drive.
Like
Like
Dayton, Ohio is an
Yeah.
hour away. Like
yeah,
it's crazy, dude. Could you imagine losing a like your brother or sister? Like
Yeah.
that's couldn't imagine it. But anyway, rest in peace, all those people, and hopefully somehow, some way we address this. I think it's more of a mental illness issue.
I mean yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree with that 100%. I mean
We
it's obviously
we
a
can
mental illness.
just think about it though. Like let's get into this because like in middle school and stuff, like there were kids that were bullied, right? And like
Yeah,
for example, like me and Sam went to middle school and elementary school together and high school. But shit.
yeah.
So we had this one kid in our elementary school who constantly got picked on. Like I'm not gonna name names, but like the teachers never
Every
even
school
did
has that
anything
though.
about it.
Yeah, every
Right?
school
No,
always has that.
I agree.
My thing is
But
it's
the
like
teacher,
it's also got to be pretty obvious. Like from a teacher standpoint, like you definitely have to know. You can use Chuck
oh,
Splash.
You
Just look
know
it up.
who like the outcasts are. You know who the
oh,
kids. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
absolutely.
like
And
100%
but
you
it's
know
like,
someone's getting targeted.
but like, and Sam can agree with me, and I already know Sam knows who I'm talking about. But like this
Yeah.
kid, it was like the teachers like even thought of him as like a joke. Like, and it was just like now that I think about it, at the time, I didn't really think anything of it. But now I'm just like, damn, dude, like this kid had no one. He had no one to go to.
Yeah. And I
'Cause,
feel
like,
like that's
even
always hard because like I don't know. I don't think I've never been like actually close with a teacher. Like I mean, I think there's Scotty's dad, but like that's just because of like
he
him
coached
being a
football.
coach. But like we weren't even like I've never actually been close to a teacher. Like I would never feel comfortable going to a teacher and being like,
No, yeah,
hey,
I've never
this is
been
going
really that
on.
close to a
Like
teacher
what's
either.
like
Besides,
I know you hear stories about that, but like I don't know. It's just like even if the young teacher, like the age gap doesn't help. And like
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
had luck because like we have a good like most of all of us have a good home life for the most part.
right.
But it's like some of these kids like don't have people to go to. So it's like when you're in that situation, like a lot of dark thoughts probably go through your
Yeah,
head.
and that's why I think more money needs to be spent into training these teachers and compensating these teachers for what they do because like their job's not easy. Like,
yeah.
and it's like I don't know, dude. These kids, man. Imagine just like how horrible your life must feel to want to end the life of 30 plus people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I don't know if you're just
that's
an evil person or what. Like I don't know. I don't know how to classify it.
yeah. Well, the one was a white supremacist, so I mean that's just
Yeah.
that
was
shit.
fucked
That
up.
shit. I can't believe that shit still is a thing.
I know, dude.
Yeah,
It's
I mean
crazy.
you definitely still have your few people that are just No, it's stupid.
Hopefully here in 10, 20 years, that's just completely abolished. People just aren't white supremacists. I feel like it's like cigarettes. Like, dude, like who in your right mind would smoke a cigarette? Like, who in their right mind would have so much hate towards a group of people because they're a different skin color or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, how?
Yeah, no, that's what's nuts too. Like the fact that people can
Like,
feel
how can
that
you
way.
hate someone that much, and you've never even met them or anything, and
Yeah.
but yet you hate them so much that you're like willing to go like try to kill a group of them? What?
Yeah, it's nuts. Well, let's get out of this conversation. It's making me depressed.
It's definitely not the best one.
No,
No,
but
not
we
fun.
can talk about it more later. But I don't know. Let's just
Yeah,
move on.
hopefully we don't
So-
have to, but we more than likely will.
Yeah, we probably will. R.I.P. Let's talk about something fun. Food.
Oof.
I think we all love food.
First off,
As we are formerly known as Dub XL Gaming.
Yeah.
Let
And
me
the
tell
fat
y'all a
and the
little
fat
something.
kids and the fat kids in high school.
Let me
Yeah.
tell y'all a little something about my day today. Went swimming at the family pool. My
Ooh.
Aunt Brenda's house. Scotty, you've been there.
Yep. They make some slapping food.
We smoked up some
I'm
ribs,
just about to talk about food.
wings,
Get me real hungry.
cheesy
Oh,
scallop
man.
I'm
potatoes.
shook.
Oh my
Damn.
dude, I ate like pre chubby Connor, so obese Connor. It was
Oh, yeah.
great.
Connor's never
Oh.
been a beast, but okay.
I was kind of obese. Man.
Thick Connor.
You did
Thick
get a little
Connor.
fat. You did get a little fat. I'm not gonna lie.
Thick with a couple C's.
I mean, you look up the symptoms of obese, and I was pretty much the poster boy.
Yeah. Doctor,
Anyway.
like if you're on the doctor chart, you definitely hit that obesity.
Oh, absolutely.
That thing's
Oh,
messed
if you
up.
weigh like $150, you're obese to the doctor.
True.
So yeah, foods you can't turn down. Go.
All of them. Okay.
All of them.
We're going.
I'm pretty low self-control, all right, but I'm a big wing guy. Like wings, man. If somebody's like, "Hey, let's go down to the Midway and get some wings," or "Let's go to Beat Ups and get some wings," I would be very hard pressed to turn that down because wings, man. Oof.
Dude, chickens could be on the verge of extinction. I'd still be freaking slapping some hot wings. I don't
Yeah.
even care.
Dude, God, they're so
Wings
good,
are
man.
they're nuts. Like,
You can pair them with some fried pickles. Oh my
Oh,
God,
dude.
like it's just it's so unhealthy but so delicious.
it's
Dude,
just
when
so
the
good.
United States had that chicken shortage and Beat Ups took away their half-price Tuesdays, I was so pissed.
Dude, when Beat Ups
It
has
was-
half price days, there's just days to go. Like that's just such a
It was
deal.
clinical.
Oh, I know.
Dude, in
Dude,
high
do you
school,
guys remember back
do you
in
guys
the
remember
day?
in high
Yeah,
school when we
yeah.
would go after practice? Dude, we like practice would be to like 10 or
Yeah,
11.
they had
and they had
unlimited
all you
wings.
can eat boneless wings, dude. We would, dude, that was
And
bad.
fries. And
I
french
felt
fries.
bad for that Beat Ups, dude.
Their thing though was they would bring you like only 6 at a time, and they would take like 40 minutes in between. So you had to sit there like all afternoon if you wanted to
Yeah,
actually get
dude,
your money's
but
worth.
it's unlimited wings, bro. We had to get there
It's
by like
nice.
before 1 o'clock, and we got out of practice at like 11, so it was just a rush to shower and get ready to go.
Yeah, shower.
We ate so many damn wings.
Dude, yeah, as a offensive line, we probably went through, and D line. Forget that they both went. We went through
Yeah,
wings
It was.
like crazy.
I've eaten a lot of wings in my day. That's for damn
Dude,
sure.
so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Sweets is something I can't really turn down.
Dude, see,
Yeah,
I'm not.
sweets, man.
I am
Oh.
not a sweet dude. Like,
I
Oh my
prefer
God.
I prefer like food over sweets, but man, like an ice cream or like cake or like cheesecake. Where do you guys
Me-
stand on cake? I know
okay,
a lot of people
love
cheesecake
cake.
by far is amazing. I love me some cheesecake.
Cheesecake's amazing.
Cheesecake's very contentious. Some people don't like cheesecake.
I love
But dude,
cheesecake.
So, Kristen buys these like little Haagen-Dazs, like they're $1. These little cups of ice cream.
Oh,
It's
those are
like
good.
the perfect amount of ice cream, and they're only $1. And
No, there's no such thing. It's definitely not enough ice cream.
dude, it's perfect amount. And it's just like she doesn't care about my health at all, dude. Like, RFE to me. She doesn't care that I'm eating all this ice cream. I'm gonna not lose any weight.
You'll still
So
lose weight.
annoying.
Dude,
Well, maybe
so
not
my
eating ice
mom,
cream,
like
but-
she came home. Literally, I just had some cookies and cream ice
Wait
cream.
for
just
me,
a minute ago.
Connor.
But my
Dude, you
mom
like
comes
this
home
icy
with
white?
my mom comes
Yeah, it's
home
pretty-
with freaking
pretty
like
bad. It's
tubs
pretty
of
sick.
ice cream. Like every time she goes to the store, and I'm like, Mom, we got to stop buying this
Hey,
because
I got-
I can't not eat it when it's in the house.
Yeah, ice cream.
Oh,
Ice
I
cream's
agree.
good. I don't know though. I don't have like a super like strong attraction to ice cream. I think Reese cups, Reese's
Oof.
flavored
Oh,
ice
dude.
cream. I could.
Dude,
That's a different
uh,
story.
Reese cup. Oh, dude.
Damn.
We'll talk about Reese cups in another pod. Because we've had some spirited debates.
Oh, we've had some contentious
Let's
arguments
not
over
bring
Reese
it up.
cups.
Let's not bring it up.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fair.
'cause
We'll
Connor's
tease it. We're
dumb and
teasing
doesn't
it. We're teasing it.
understand,
No,
doesn't
no, no, no!
understand.
Stop! We're teasing it. It's teased. It's teased. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a future episode. I like that. All right, Sam. What's some foods that you can't turn down? I know you mentioned.
We're in an intense situation right now.
I know you had earlier mentioned Mexican
Yeah,
food.
for Mexican food for sure, dude. Like, ain't no way I'm turning down Mexican food. But besides Mexican food, probably like a good Cincinnati style coney.
Yeah. Conies are pretty nuts.
100%.
Okay, but yeah, Mexican food 100%. Definitely a good coney. But I would say, I think Mexican food's got to beat. Like, I've been trying to turn down people more often, I guess. Trying to lose weight, got turned down going out to eat. But I could never, like, if someone came to me and was like, anybody trying to go to El Nepal or Rio Grande, like, there's no way I'm sitting there and saying no. Like, just unlimited chips and salsa is pretty much undefeated.
Undefeated.
Yeah, that is nuts.
And, like, I don't know, their
okay.
food's cheap and then it just gets out so quick to you.
So
Yeah, that's always nice.
I'm done talking about food, dude. I'm getting so hungry again.
Yeah,
That's
oh,
fair.
for sure.
Anything else we want to talk about or discuss, shout out before we get into the bro tip?
I think I'm pretty much good.
I think we're good.
All right. I don't think there's anything I want to shout out. Shout out to the football team I coach. We're 2-0. Let's
That's
get
hype.
it.
That's hype.
Hell yeah.
Connor
2-0,
and Scotty
baby.
raising the future of Highlands football.
Oh yeah. It's big hype. So okay, let's get into the bro tip this week. Here's the bro tip. Do not, and I repeat, do not, if you care about your friends, make light of a situation like that is really
Like
affecting them.
a shitty situation that they're in.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
especially so I guess like a breakup, for example. Do
Yeah.
not make fun of a breakup or like make jokes about it when it literally is like so recent. Like we're talking like a month, within a month, or like 2 months. even.
Especially if it's like it was a pretty serious relationship. Like it's
Yeah, like if it was like a long-term relationship, do not make a joke out of it. Like, do we want to give an example? Like, do we want to be that specific?
now I think it's pretty obvious what
let's
people
just
know. We're
not.
I think it's
talking
pretty odd, but okay, so like the thing. Okay, so I get, like, okay, your boys or whatever, like you're gonna
Use
give your
my
boys
example.
shit,
Yeah, like you
right?
can
Scotty,
shoot
use
shit with your
mine.
boys.
All right. Okay,
Use
yeah,
mine.
okay. I'll use Connor's example. Okay, so like Connor and his girl, they broke up for like a day, right? And obviously a
It's
very
whole
serious,
24 hours, all right.
obviously a real, a real serious relationship. And
I didn't even think
so
they broke up. I
he
thought
put-
Connor was lying to us. Or I thought Kristen was lying.
Yeah,
to
I thought
me.
he was
I'm gonna be
too.
completely honest.
But they broke up very briefly, and Connor was in his feels, put up a snap story, and obviously I was thinking to myself, obviously I'm not going to be a dick.
Don't
Dude,
hold
this
back.
is by far one of
Okay,
the
the
worst
snap
snap stories
story,
I've ever seen in my life.
It was pretty embarrassing. All right, it said there was a picture of some clouds outside of his office window, and he said the weather is an accurate representation of my heart, gloomy.
It
It was
so
pretty bad,
bad,
right?
dude.
Really
That's so
cheesy,
bad.
really cheesy, really bad. But I knew he was, going through a tough time, and I was like, man, but this is going to be funny to talk about later, like down the road, right? So I didn't want to screenshot it because it was way too soon. Like he was in a,
Yeah, he'll
like
get
he
that
would have seen it that I
notification. Don't
screenshotted.
do
He'd get the
that.
notification. I was like, oh, I don't want him to see that. So I took my brother's phone and I took a picture of it on my phone so I could have it for
Dill's
future
involved
reference.
with this?
Dude,
Oh,
that's
yes.
a hack, dude.
Dude.
Bro, that's a different
Dude,
kind
if
of bro
you're
tip
listening
right
right
there.
Yeah,
now-
different bro tip right there. Different bro tip. You want a Snapchat, but you don't want to screenshot it and get your boy.
Dude.
Take his phone,
Dude.
take a picture of it.
Dude, how you gonna do me like that? I
But-
know you're listening.
But okay, so like yeah, if you I know you want to make fun of your buddies, right? But you gotta you know,
Tone
write
it
those
back
jokes
sometimes.
down. Write
I
those jokes down
100%
for a
love to
later
make fun of
date.
my dudes.
Save
Write
it for
those
the
jokes
rainy
down
day.
for, you know, a year from then or, you know, 6 months from then when it's a joke. Like it's laughable. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah,
When
like
your
the guy
friend is healing.
realizes that he was like,
yeah, when they've
Not in a
had
good
time
relationship.
removed and it's not a big deal, yeah, then you pull it out and make fun of them.
where they
Because
get back
obviously
together,
we're all
you still
about
make
ribbing
fun
your
of them.
boys.
Like it's all good.
Yeah, we're all about ribbing your boys. This is a pro roast podcast. So
Oh, absolutely, 100p.
you just
But
got to
there's a
know
time and a
when's the right
place for
time.
everything.
Yeah, you just got to know the right time. That's all it is. All right, I like that. I like that bro tip. It was a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, me too.
Probably
I
the
do.
only
I enjoy the
we got
bro tip.
today.
I enjoy the bro tip for the screenshots too. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that can work for literally anything you can think of.
Snapchat hacks.
You know, see some cute girls on there, get your bro's phone.
Yeah.
I'm shook, though.
Dylan betrayed you. Betrayed your trust.
Yeah, it's okay.
I thought we were homies. It's alright. It's over now. But yeah, so give your friends some time, dude.
Yep.
Men have feelings too.
All right, guys. Make sure you smash that like button. Let's aim for a crazy goal, like goal of 16 likes. Let's go get 16 likes. All right.
Ooh-wee. I love it. Love it.
All right. Like, comment, subscribe. You know. Yeah. Leave some comments of some topics that you'd want to hear from us in the future. And yeah, have a great week. We'll see you guys next week.
Give bros a hug. Deuces.